Hi, how are you doing? Today I'm going to start with something which is totally aligned with the winter season. Makeup is so uplifting and empowering that I just felt like creating this look when I was really feeling very warm and cozy in my blanket. But still, I got up, and the moment the idea came into my mind, I couldn't stop myself and I had to go for that look. So, today, my friends, I'm going to start with my winter special eye look. As you all know, I'm very fond of the Viseart shadows and also Makeup Forever shadows. These are a couple of shadows that are again and again repeated on my channel because I'm so very fond of them and I can create so many looks out of them. And that's the whole point on my channel. I just want to convey this message that even if you have one or two shadows, one or two palettes in your makeup collection, you can create plenty out of that palette. This palette looks so petite and the name justifies. This is Viseart-Petit Pro 3. Look at the color range. Isn't it gorgeous? I'm going to start working with 1, 2, 3, 4 for my winter look today, and you will see how the look turns out. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to go with this dusty rose first, and the best part is you can use the mirror. These shadows are very pigmented and the palette is so petite that you can just give it a go being at one place. I'm just giving a wash of dusty rose color on my eyelid. The whole idea is to keep it simple but very winter inspired. The rosiness of cheeks, the beautiful winter pink on the lips, and along with that something which is so contemporary, which is so modern and yet so easy to achieve and flattering. The whole idea of makeup for me is to amplify the beautiful features one has, and that can be done with the beautiful shadows, the beautiful pigments, and pigments that can be used in different ways. So with that dusty rose on my eyelid, you can see a little bit of definition around the socket line. Next, I'm going to go and work with my plum shade. For that, I would definitely need a pinpointed brush. You know, this is my favorite brush because it is so pinpointed and I can control it. So I just need a little wash of color, not too much of anything, and I will tell you the reason why. Covering the outer corner and giving it a little bit shape there. Just make a beautiful petal-like shape there with a dark shade like plum and dusty rose and plum. This is the combination which is very beautiful, and you can wear that combination just like that. Dusty rose and plum combination is really beautiful, and this is really going to give your socket line a beautiful definition. Let me jump into the colors one more time to cover my lower lash line. I'm going to go with the plum shade. If you want to have the makeup energy on, this look is very apt for this beautiful Christmassy, wintry season. Never stop until you're satisfied with the color. In a very pinpointed way, I'm going to cover my lower lash line with that plum shade, and also I'm going to dab into this color, which is a very dusty kind of shade, and it is just going to add something on my lower lash line. Otherwise it will look very bare, and I don't really want to go for that kind of look today. Just a beautiful wash of color over there. Feel free to use your fingers because sometimes when you see there are some patches, if you just use the warmth of your finger on yourself, then it just blends smoothly and seamlessly. So I'm happy with that pigment there. Now the next step is the power pack step. I'm going to scrape little of this green and putting it on my palette. And the next step, any guesses? The next step would be my Makeup Forever Aquaseal mixing solution. Just 1 drop of it on top of my green pigment. Mix it, different colored liners. This green itself is a very Christmassy green, and that's how I feel about this green, so I'm going to go with that one. An angle brush. I hardly waste any color, so I'm going to just get all the color from the spatula, and now going to go with this one and make a magic time. Just a flick. Especially people who have hooded eyes, we need to be extra careful about our flick because it's very hard to show off the flick because of the, and that's why I just have to be very careful where I start with my flick and go little by little because you need the resting time of the lashes. Practice time is the best time when you want to master any kind of look, and it takes a little bit of practice when you want to create a beautiful wing liner. So never worry about the perfection of a wing liner. Keep practicing. When you want to practice the wing liner, the key tip is go little by little, and if you go overboard, that's okay too. There will be some tip on that, how to fix that. So one eye done. Isn't it beautiful? I just love the cleanliness of this look. Beautiful winter green. It is so aligned and seamless with the season. Study your look. The flick on this side and the flick on that side has to match, and that's why it is always important to take a look, take a real good glance on this side and then try to replicate that on the other side. But at the end of the day, it is just makeup. Even if you make little mistakes, you can always erase it, fix it. So just get started with the colors, just get started with the look that you love to create on yourself, and rest all will be right in place. I'm sure everyone likes to create a beautiful wing liner. It's very popular, it's very timeless, it is very classic, and if you get it right, it is in itself a very beautiful look, and you don't really have to worry about rest of the things to give yourself a beautiful, presentable, polished look. But when you are going for a wing liner, if you get a different twist of color, that adds a little bit contemporariness, that adds a little bit of twist, a modern twist to it, and I really like it. That's why I keep using my Makeup Forever Aquaseal mixing agent so that I can create different kind of eyeliners of different colors to flaunt it. This got dried a little, so I'm just going to add half a drop again to make it a little bit liquidy. Makeup is a luxury time for me, and I really like to take my time with makeup, but sometimes when I am on the go, I find some look that is really easy to flaunt, that is really easy to carry off, and that is really easy to put together. And in my upcoming videos, you will find out about all that. Keep going until you are happy with your liner. It takes a little bit of time and patience, but trust me, you will get there. Now I'm going to let you know about something that I really love to do, and that is using dry shadow on top of this flick. So I'm using the same brush and dipping it into dry shadow. Tap off the excess and just dab gently on your work. You may not need the shadow all over the place, only strategically and in a pinpointed way. Dry shadows are more forgiving and they give you the freedom. Wherever you see that there are skips or gaps, fill in with the dry shadow. It also smooths out and give it a nice smudgy look, and I really like the smudgy kind of look. You can say that is my favorite. So it will give you a nice illusion of cat eye, also smoky eye. It is not an absolute smoky eye look, but still the smokiness will be there. It intensifies the look, covers your mistakes, the gaps, the skips. That's a nice combination, right? Lovely. A little bit of fallout, not much. These shadows are really high quality shadows, very less fallout, and that too, if you tap off the excess, there are very limited chances of getting any fallout. And ready for the winter. I love snow. I love winter time. Warm, cozy bed, and of course my love for tea. It is so aesthetically pleasing. I'm sure you guys love to play around with different kind of colorful liners. Isn't it a very cool way to wear different kind of colorful liners without even getting your hands on different colorful eyeliner pencils out there? Of course, if you want to collect them all, collect them all. I really love them. But I think this is my favorite, actually one of the favorites. I cannot pick one favorite from Makeup Forever. I have worked with this mixing agent in my class when I was studying art history, and I always reached out for this. So love this, and needless to say, the result is right in front of your eyes. And now a little bit mascara after curling the lashes. Before I get started with the mascara, I really want to add this beautiful minty shimmery green on the inner corners as pop, because this winter Christmassy green is really a beautiful rich shade. If you have that beautiful minty lighter shade on the inner corners, it will just have the whole look together. A nice beautiful green touch. What are your favorite palettes at this moment? I know you must have something that's your favorite. Please let me know in the comment section so that I can check out too. Check out these palettes, guys. They are really good, handy, and very beautifully crafted. I wouldn't mind a little bit on the lids as well, but my main focus is the inner corner because I want my inner corners to catch the light. Is it catching the light? Can you see that? The shadows that are just so buttery that it melts into skin are my favorite shadows, and I'm happy to work with these shadows every time. On my friends, I just love to work with the Viseart eyeshadows and Makeup Forever eyeshadows. Most of the time I go for these shadows because they come very handy and I can trust them, and I know that I don't have to build and build and build the color on. So they're just beautifully done shadows. Now a little bit of mascara moment. Yeah, I thought of curling my eyelashes first, so let's get it done. I really need to get some new pair of falsies, and my order is yet to arrive. So I'm just going with the lash color. There you go. It's a makeup habit that I have to work on, you know. I just skip this part most of the time. I find putting on falsies very easy. But before I joined the makeup class, I never ever wore false lashes, and I was very scared of them. But now I find them so nice that I just can't live without them. Since I'm staying at home these days, so I don't really go for false lashes. Still, a couple of false lashes, variety false lashes, are always welcome in my makeup collection. When I don't feel like putting on makeup, especially on a winter Sunday, especially on a winter day, and especially on Thursdays, guys. Friday, I always feel like putting on some beautiful makeup. But on Thursday, I somehow feel that my makeup energy is a little bit down, and I instantly start working with the colors that I have. And actually, I try to find out ways of using them in a different way. Like I remember last year on Christmas time, I wore this green all over my lid, and you can check out that video. But last year's creation, this year I wanted to use it in a different way, and thankfully I discovered this Makeup Forever mixing agent, and now I can wear it in any way I want. That's the beauty of these little drops. Comes in handy all the time. A really thick lash style here. When it comes to that, I trust my L'Oreal Lash Paradise very much. Build on the lashes, take your time there. I always say that, and you guys know that. If you are a makeup lover, you know it already. But take your time. It takes a little bit time and patience, but the end result is very satisfying. It is makeup. The techniques are pretty cool, adds fun element. And a little smudges here or there shouldn't stop anyone from wearing makeup or from trying something new. If you have any mascara smudges, just let it dry. Don't worry, don't panic. Let it dry, and then with a Q-tip, remove it. And the final touch is going to be my strategic powdering. And if you want to know about the lip color, that is also a new way of wearing something on the lips, because I really wanted a winter pink, but I didn't have a winter pink in my collection, and that's why I really wanted to go for something that can give me the vibe of winter pink. All said and done, whenever I go for this whole makeup process, after I'm done with my makeup, I just feel so light, so relaxed, so calm, and I just love the whole process of it. It is really my mood lift, mood boost energy from makeup. A shade that I love from Sephora Cream Lip Stain, favorite, because they are very affordable and they have this huge range to choose from. Just lovely. A neutral berry kind of shade, and I'm going to use it on my lips, but not full on, because as I said, I really want the winter pink vibe. So a little bit on the palette. Actually, working from the palette is really satisfying. Then Of course, hands should be clean. So using a little bit of sanitizer so that I don't have anything on my hands. Okay, clean hands, and then take this color with your finger. If you really want to go for the winter pink and you do not have a winter pink in your collection, it will give a nice stain. And nowadays I really like the stained kind of lip color, because if we are going out, we are wearing our masks, and if you go a full-on glossy or a full-on creamy lip, it is going to mess with the mask. That's why, because I'm a lipstick lover, I really want my color on my lips. I usually go for a very tinted kind of lip color, or I just go for a very smooth finish, matte finish, and most of the time stainy lips. Times have changed and we are adapting. Smooth out the edges, use as much as you want, the desired effect on your face, and that's what I would do on my face. Okay, a little bit of powder around, just to give it a nice smudgy feel, as if I wore my lipstick and now it just has a beautiful stain on my lips. So there you go, guys. And if you want to know what is on my cheeks, this is the same color that I wore on my cheeks, but before powdering, because it's a cream product. After my foundation, after my concealer, and before my powder, I just took a couple of drops of it and dabbed on my cheeks and gave it a beautiful winter pink stained look. So this is the final look. I'm pretty happy with it, and definitely rock this look if you have the colors of winters and you want to wear it in a different way. Of course, go for it, and check out the Viseart palettes, because they are really high quality shadows and I enjoy them all the time. That's why it is always on my videos. And that's about it. Love it. Enjoy the rest of your day with your loved ones. Stay cozy, stay at home, stay safe, feel warm. Yeah, bye. Have a great day.